My name is Fouad Fakhouri. I was here from 94 through 97. I got 2 master's degrees. The first one in 1997 in music composition, and the second one, it took me a while to finish my paper. So I got the paper after I had left in 2001. I got the second degree in music orchestral conducting. Now I'm a conductor. I conduct 2 orchestras in the United States as well as guest conducting. The 2 orchestras are in Michigan. I'm music director of the Saginaw Bay Symphony Orchestra in Michigan. And I just recently got the position of music director of the Wichita Falls Symphony Orchestra in Texas. In terms of my career and obviously what I do, it's multifaceted. I still compose, and but I'm mostly doing more conducting now. My jobs are specifically conductors, so I have to carve time to write pieces that I want to work on. And typically I do that in the summer. So in terms of a career, it's a balancing act. I have to find the time to do what I'm passionate about. And that was my first degree here at Penn State. So my first love in my career has always been composition. And then after here, I went and got my doctorate in music composition. So I'm very passionate about composition, but just by the nature of how I ended up where I ended up in my career, that has taken a secondary, sort of a secondary step to what I do for a living. And I have to balance those, find the right time to compose. You try to figure out the importance or the relevance of what you do to the broader world. I think, honestly, there's no better time to be doing what we do. I think there's so many things in the world that are off today, that there's so much turbulence and evil and things that are not really very settling. And through art, I believe, I mean, that's really what drives me in my career. It's just the idea that I can connect with people at a level doing what I do, and sort of try to, as much as possible, bring people together and have them communicate in these types of events, whether it's a concert or through a new work of music, and try to just, as much as possible, shed light on the fact that we're much more similar than we think we are. So those are the types of things that I think about, and that's what I try to integrate in my work, whether as a conductor or a composer. When I think of Penn State, I always think about, the first thing that comes to mind is a sense of empowerment. I mean, I was here, when I came, I was 21. I just finished my bachelor's. And in looking back, the department took such a, I would say, risk, because I was not known. I just applied, and they really, the more I worked, the more work they gave me, and they involved me in the department. And I really learned so much about actually working beyond studying. So, I mean, I was a TA, and I was, teaching ear training and grading papers. But that experience, being involved in that within the department, I think really was the most beneficial for me. The one thing that I loved about my professors here is that they were colleagues from day one. They were never, oh, I'm your professor. I mean, it was very, very clear that, we're here to work together and try to sort of cooperate. Of course, they knew a lot more than I did, but there was never that distance between a professor and a kid going to school. And those relationships have continued throughout my entire life so far. I mean, I still contact Dr. Carr every once in a while, and Dr. Greer, the people that I feel very close to. I will say this, and I've said it all throughout my life to anyone that has mentioned Penn State. If you're looking for a fantastic education, a top-notch education, whatever field it is, I think because the university is such a great university, I think Penn State is the place to be. I mean, I was very fortunate. I went to a small school for my undergraduate work, and then I came here for my master's degrees. And just the level of the quality of the people in terms of professors and researchers that are here is fantastic. The things that are available for you to utilize at your disposal in the departments are just beyond belief. So I have a niece right now that's going here that I'm going to see her in a few hours. So I always tell people that if you have an opportunity to go to a school and you want a good education, Penn State is the place to go.